Miss Jennifer! I looked on your social media yesterday. That dress is seriously the worst thing imaginable.
You saw?
Yeah, of course I saw. I saw your dress, but even worse was the bride's dress. I kind of expect it from your sister, though. I mean, it's not like I wanted to see it, but it showed up in my feed, so what can you do, right? All the attendees had their faces hidden, but it was from that boring old woman's marriage, so I'm sure it was full of boring old attendees.
Please don't be like that. It's my sister you're talking about. Besides, we all went to the same local piano class. We're all friends here, right? We're all on speaking terms. Back in the day.
She was a boring, unimpressionable pipsqueak. She was younger than me, but for some reason the teacher's favorite. She tried to be more noticeable than me at the rehearsal. I never liked her from back then. I didn't realize that my younger brother's fiancé was that girl's sister. Literally the worst.
I don't know what you want me to say. It's a small town, it can't be helped.
When I used to take piano classes a while back, I really didn't like her at all. That's why I would always do little things to piss her off. You know, like tearing the back of her dress, or putting thumbtacks on the bottom of her chair. Oh man, I remember when she sat down on them without looking. That was seriously hilarious.
You're the worst. Why would you do such a thing?
Now that stupid little girl is grown up to marry someone. What has the world come to? What kind of weird man would want to marry that thing anyway?
Please stop right now.
I'm so glad I didn't take part in it. When you tried to talk me into going, honestly, I had to think about it for a second.
Is that true?
You know how at a wedding a lot of people get to know each other? So, I wanted to meet someone and settle down, or so I thought, but if it's your younger sister's man, there couldn't possibly be any good men. I didn't want to give her a gift either. So, I'm glad I didn't go.
I see. We were still relatives, and it seemed like you two knew each other from a while back. That's why I invited you all, but you missed out on a really great wedding, you understand that?
Yeah, sure. It's your younger sister's wedding, so I'm sure everything looks great in your eyes. It's that woman's husband anyway. I'm sure he's terrible looking. She's nothing like me. I only want a good-looking man who clearly makes over $100K a year. Those are the only people who are worthy of going out with me.
Is that why you can't find anyone to get married to yet?
What is that attitude? It's not like I can't find anyone. It's just that I haven't yet. If I wanted to get married, it wouldn't take me that long to get married. But no one is worthy of my time yet. So I'm still in the selection stage.
I see. Here's a photo of my sister's husband.
Huh? Oh, wow. Really? He actually doesn't look that bad. I expected much worse. Your sister must have really worked hard to find that man. Oh, or maybe she's being played. With a face like that, I feel like he could just be scamming her. Your younger sister is so boring looking and straight-edged for some reason. I feel like she could be tricked easily. Are you sure it's okay? She's not loaning him any money, is she?
I don't think that she would need to loan him any money.
Oh, and how do you know?
Because he's a doctor?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, did I not tell you? My sister's a nurse. You wouldn't believe how fancy the wedding was. You really can't underestimate how rich a doctor is. It was incredible.
He's a doctor?
It was a brilliant hotel, and there was apparently a really famous chef. The food was incredible, too.
Really?
Yeah, the attendees were all fancy. They were all basically just single men. Most of them worked at famous research hospitals, too. All of his coworkers, all of his old friends, they were all doctors.
What the hell? Why didn't you just tell me that first?
Why would I?
If you'd told me that first, of course I would have gone. A doctor is way too good for someone like your younger sister and is perfect for someone like me. Oh, I should have gone. And you knew that. But you didn't tell me because you knew that, right? You're seriously the worst. Get a divorce. You need to get a divorce with my younger brother right now.
Don't worry, I'll let him know what you think.
Huh?
I think he'll be pretty pissed off, hearing that you were just telling me to get a divorce from him.
So tell him then. Not that I care if he gets angry anyway.
I think that if you don't have our support, though, you're going to be in serious trouble. Are you sure you're going to be okay?
He would never do such a thing. You think he's just going to abandon my parents?
Well, we thought that we were helping your parents out, but it seems like you were just stealing the money anyway. We found out about that recently. So I think that telling him about what you said right now will make him stop sending you money. Even if he doesn't stop, I will be giving Mom the money directly from now on.
Whatever. Anyway, introduce me.
What? Introduce you to who?
Introduce me to your younger sister's husband's friends. I don't care if they're co-workers or what. You didn't take me to the wedding, so that's the least you can do.
I invited you, but you didn't come. That was your decision. I don't know their contact information anyway. I can't introduce you.
What? You're seriously so damn useless. Just ask your younger sister then. You can literally figure it out. Think about it before you say you can't.
Why do I have to do all that for you? I don't think my younger sister is going to be doing any of that for you either.
Why the hell not? There aren't that many beautiful single women like me. I'm a keeper for sure.
I don't think my younger sister is going to be introducing some rotten bitch to a bunch of her coworkers.
Rotten bitch? What?
Oh, I was talking about you, Yvonne.
How rude of you! How could you be that rude to your husband's sister? I cannot believe the audacity.
It's the truth. That includes everything from the past, too. Even as a grown adult, you made fun of my younger sister. You even made fun of her wedding photos. You had to nitpick. There was no way I would introduce anyone like that. By the way, that dress you were calling lame? It was apparently in the Paris collection. You really don't understand high-class fashion, do you?
I didn't say anything bad about the dress.
You literally talked bad about it. I guess classy items are something beyond your realm of understanding, huh? I mean, to be fair, you do collect fake brand bags that kind of look like the real thing.
I just like the design of them, okay? It has nothing to do with you.
That's true, but your love life also has nothing to do with me. So I'm not going to introduce you to anyone. I'm not going to tell my sister about it either.
Why not? You should have forced me to go even if I didn't want to go. I see. You really didn't want me to get married, huh?
What?
You didn't want me to marry some high elite class man and stand above you and your stupid ass sister. I see. Now it all makes sense. Just admit it.
I didn't think about that at all. I'm actually perfectly fine with my life right now. I don't think my sister gives a shit about you either. Also, I'm just going to be clear about it now. Just because you showed up to the wedding doesn't mean that people who are making 6 digits a year aren't going to choose some old hoe like you.
What the hell are you talking about? Of course they're going to choose me. I'm the most beautiful woman in town. I'm so popular. I'm still in the beauty team for the town.
You were released from the beauty team. You're just a drugstore clerk now. Besides, the whole thing about being the most beautiful woman in town, that was when you were in elementary school. Are you seriously talking about something that was true 30 years ago?
Oh, shut up. You just don't understand. My appeal is incredible and everyone loves me. Whatever. Just introduce me to your sister's husband.
Huh?
I'm sure you have his contact info, right? Tell me right now. I'm so much more woman compared to your younger sister, and I'm gonna let him understand that.
Okay, now you're really not making any sense. You can't find a good job and you're almost 40. You're literally stealing and mooching off your parents' retirement.
What are you talking about? I am not almost 40. I'm only 37.
Also, my sister has already left for her honeymoon. They're apparently traveling around Europe now. I'm not going to tell you any contact information. And from now on, we will be stopping all financial support for you. After you being that rude, we have no choice but to cut all ties. I don't want you to try to make any weird moves towards my sister's husband anyways.
Now, hang on about the money. You don't have to be that rash, right?
I'm sure some 6-figure-a-year good-looking dude will find you, right? Keep dreaming, dumbass. Jennifer explained everything to her husband and was furious as expected. Her husband loves Jennifer very much, so when he saw the whole thing with the divorce and the story about being introduced, he just couldn't forgive her anymore. He got pissed off at her at the phone and then called his parents and said that he would not be contacting her ever again. He said that he would not be going home unless they chased her out of their house. And so her parents are trying to convince her to leave the house. Yvonne started spewing something about how she was going to find some rich man and be a gold digger, but no one wanted to go out with this almost 40-year-old live-at-home woman. She's all alone now. It's going to be a while before she finds someone to settle down with.
Hey Rhea, are you there? I just wanted to know what you were thinking being out this late. I mean, do you have any idea at all what time it is right now? You really need to start taking more responsibility for your things. Your room is just a complete mess, and you still aren't home to clean it up at all? Honestly, just what are you thinking? You do realize that now that you're married, it is your job to make sure that your house is kept nice and tidy, don't you?
Oh, hello, Ashley. I'm sorry, but what is all of this that you're talking to me about right now? That's an awful lot of text to get through, and I'd appreciate it if you could just tell me what's going on.
Well, I took it upon myself to visit my son's house and see how he is doing with his new wife. And imagine my shock when I walked inside and realized the state of the house that my poor boy is living in. Just what do you call this mess, huh? I mean, this is your home. You really ought to be taking better care of it, don't you think? How can you even accept living like this? It's just ridiculous. What is the matter with you, Rhea?
I'm really sorry that you were upset at the way our house looks when you came over unannounced, Ashley. But the fact of the matter is that I'm very, very busy with work these days, and so I can only do what I'm able to. But the other thing you should know is that basically all of the mess in our house was caused by Sam, so I shouldn't be the one that you talk to about this. After all, I'm only ever able to do a little bit of cleaning during the few spare hours that I have on the weekends. I wish that I could do more, but I just don't have enough time in the week to dedicate to keeping my house clean.
You don't have enough time? Do you have any idea how obvious it is that you're just making up excuses for yourself right now? Listen to me. The matter of fact that you are married now, you're someone's wife, and you need to get that through your head. I mean, you may be working now, but your primary job should be taking care of the house and your husband. You do know that, don't you?
You think that my first priority should always be to keep my house clean and serve my husband? I'm sorry, but I'm just not sure if I agree with that at all. Besides, if Sam has any complaints about the way that we're living, he hasn't said anything to me about anything. So I think that I must be doing enough for him as things stand, or else I'm sure that Sam would have said something to me by now. So while I do appreciate your concern about the state of Sam and I's marriage, I really think that there's nothing to be worried about at all.
You really have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you? None of what you said changes the fact that you are married and have different duties than before you were unmarried.
I understand perfectly what you're saying, Ashley. What I am saying is that my marriage is between my husband and you don't get to make demands of me.
I'm not talking about Sam at all, so you quit bringing up and trying to use him as a shield to hide behind, okay? I'm doing my duty as your mother-in-law to make sure that you are taking care of my son and doing your job as his wife. You think that Sam knows how to judge whether or not a wife is doing what she should be doing? Of course not. That's why it's my job as your mother-in-law to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. Because it is obvious to me that neither you nor Sam have your expectations set correctly, and it is my job to make sure that you learn your duty as my son's wife. So quit telling me, bringing up my son, and tell me that the messes are his, or that he doesn't have any complaints. You don't get to badmouth your husband ever. Do you understand me?
So I suppose I should just keep my mouth shut, wait on Sam hand and foot, and let you tell me exactly how my marriage should be going?
You really have got some nerve talking to me like this, do you know that? I knew that you were going to be no good for my son, but I didn't know that you were going to be such a brat. And even now, you're just out on the town having fun and completely shirking your duties to your husband right now. You don't tell me that you're doing all you can when you're out partying right now.
And just who said anything about me being out partying, huh? You are making that up entirely in your head, Ashley. I am out working right now, if you must know. I told you that I'm busy, and I meant it.
You really think that you can just tell me that you're working and have that be enough for me to believe you and leave you alone? I'm not going to allow myself to be fooled by you at all. There is no way that you're working right now, and I'm not going to fall for your little lie.
I am not lying to you one bit, Ashley. If you don't want to believe me, then that is on you, but don't you dare call me a liar. I have a second job that I have to work at night for, and I have to work this in order to contribute to our family's expenses. That is why I am always too busy to do things like clean the house or do the laundry. I am just too busy with my jobs to be able to do the housekeeping on top of that.
There you again, making up all kinds of excuses just because you don't want to admit that you're a failure of a wife who needs guidance from her mother-in-law.
I already told you that I am not making excuses, Ashley. Why are you acting this way towards me? I just don't understand where you get off.
You know I didn't just show up to your unannounced. If you must know, it was Sam who called me over actually. He told me that his place was a complete mess and that he needed me to come over right away. He told me that he can't stand living like this anymore and wanted my help. Can you believe that your husband feels so alone and hopeless about his living situation that he turned to his mother and not you? Don't you think that tells you a lot about what you need to know? But then he asked me not to mention a word of any of this to you because he actually thinks that you're kind and caring, if you can believe it. He didn't want you to know a word about this, but I was not going to sit back and let you just slide by without realizing just what you're doing to your poor husband.
So that's what's really going on here then, is it? I really don't know why Sam just couldn't have been a little more patient with me. I already told him that I would clean the house as soon as I had a chance and that there was nothing to worry about at all.
I have no idea what you're talking about at all. You really expect me to believe that you were ever going to take care of this mess? If you were going to do it, then you would have done it already. That much is obvious to me. But now it's clear that you need to be taught about what being a good wife means. You are a lazy slacker who is taking advantage of your husband, and I'm not going to allow that any longer.
Are you even reading a word from the messages that I've been sending you? If you're not even going to listen to what I'm trying to tell you, then I think this conversation is over. I am going to have a little chat with Sam about all of this and let him know just how I feel about you coming into our house and criticizing me like this.
I really just can't believe that you're doing this again, Rhea. When are you going to learn, huh? I mean, do you really think it's okay for you to be out this late when you're a married woman? Don't you realize the damage you're doing to your marriage by being this selfish? You're just a stain on my family as far as I'm concerned.
What is it now, Ashley? What could you possibly want? What is it that you're messaging me about now, huh? Because I am getting sick and tired of getting these kinds of messages from you.
I just mean that every single day this week you have been out all night doing who knows what, and you are completely ignoring the work that needs to be done at your house. You really are such an irresponsible girl, and you need someone to teach you a lesson. But I have been over with this every week, and I can't even say that I'm disappointed in you anymore.
Hold on a second. Have you really been coming over to our house every single day this week? Why are you doing that? What are you doing that you need to come over to our house so often? And if you're going to be doing that, I would really appreciate it if you'd message me beforehand about you coming over. Although if you really want to know, I have made sure that the house is much, much cleaner than it was a few days ago.
Actually, the reason that I've been coming over is try and see how you're doing. I just need to know whether or not you're still someone who deserves to be married to my son.
Excuse me? You can't be serious about that, right? Are you really saying you're coming over to try and inspect me or something?
I'm just doing what any good mother would and making sure that their son's wife is up to the level that she should be. Is that really so wrong?
Did you really just ask if that's wrong for you to judge your son's wife? Yes, of course that's wrong.
Well, that is what I was afraid that you would say. Although, just from the times I've come over and the conversations we've had, it's clear to me that you are, in fact, not good enough to be with my son. But you should also know that I've taken it upon myself to throw away all your belongings from here, so you shouldn't even bother coming back home here. Now that you spend any time in your own home anyways, you're always out doing who knows what. You really ought to be ashamed of yourself. I mean, do you think this is any way for a married woman to be acting? Don't you feel bad for your husband at all? I'm sure that there are a million other women out there who would be a much better match for Sam.
Hold on a second. Did you really just tell me that you threw away my stuff? Please tell me that you weren't serious about that. Did you really do that?
Of course I did it. You think that I would lie to you about that? Unlike you, I'm not all talk. I act too.
For the last time, I am telling you that I am not out partying or whatever it is that you think I spend my nights doing, Ashley. I am literally working my second job that I need to do in order to support the two of us. But you took my being out of the house tonight as a sign that you could just throw away all of my things? How could you do that to me? What is the matter with you?
What is the matter with me? I want to know what the matter with you is, that what you think you can go run around doing whatever you want at all hours of the night. I only did this because it was obvious that you weren't going to be changing your night-crawling ways anytime soon. I tried to warn you, but you just wouldn't listen to me. You gave me no other choice but to take matters in my own hands.
Have you been reading a single one of these messages that I've been sending you? Why is it like I'm trying to talk to a brick wall when it comes to you? I have told you over and over and over again that I am not going out at night to have fun or party or see friends or anything at all like that. I am out every single night because I am busy working. Don't you get that? I am working to support my husband and I, in fact.
I don't care how many times you repeat the same thing over and over and over to me, because I know that every time you do is nothing but lie. You're a liar, and you're making my husband work all around the clock so that you can do whatever you want. You just want to take advantage of Sam and have him pay for your crazy lifestyle. Admit it. Or don't. I don't care. It doesn't matter at all to me anymore. Know that I've thrown out all your stuff. You're not welcome back to that house anymore. Do you understand me? You are on your own from here on, Rhea.
Well, okay then. I guess you can go ahead and wish Sam good luck when he only earns about $300 a month.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? Why would you say that he only earns $300 a month? What on earth are you talking about?
You know what? I am not going to go along with this conversation anymore. I don't even know why I waste my time with you to begin with. In fact, I already am starting to feel as if a big weight is being lifted off of my shoulders now that you've kicked me out. It's like I'm finally free. I'll even do you one further and tell you that Sam and I are going to be getting a divorce now. Go ahead and let him know that we are through.
Now you hold on there for just a moment. You and I aren't through here until I saw that we're through. Now you rewind and tell me exactly what you meant when you said that he only makes $300 a month. That doesn't make any sense at all, and you will explain yourself right now.
You mean you're finally starting to listen to what I'm trying to tell you? Well, it's about time. Actually, I think it's a bit late if you really want to know. But if you want to know the truth about what's going on, you would be better off asking Sam yourself. Got it? All I've done is tell you the truth about what I've been doing, but you just refuse to listen to me. But the facts of the matter are that I haven't been the one going out and partying every night. That has actually been your son.
Hold on just a moment there. You must be getting the number wrong. There's no way that my son is making such little money. Surely you meant to say that he's earning $300 a month, right? Did you really think I was going to fall for that lie? How dare you keep trying to shift the blame for everything on my son? You have really got some nerve. Just what is even the point of doing that, huh? What do you think you have against him that you need to keep lying to me about you too?
You want to talk about trying to shift the blame onto people? You were the one who threw away all of my stuff to try and get me to end things with Sam, right? Well, guess what? You've won. Congrats! You're going to get your way and Sam and I are going to get a divorce. You did it! I hope that you're happy because I never ever want anything to do with you or him ever again as long as I live. Now, good luck supporting Sam when he makes so little on his own, and whatever happens next, leave me out of it.
Rhea, are you there? I was just hoping that you and I could chat about something really quickly. I tried calling you earlier, but you didn't pick up. Are you busy right now? I really do need to talk to you about this.
I am busy and I don't want to hear your voice even if I wasn't. If you have something that you want to say to me, you can type it out here, thank you very much.
Rhea, come now. Why are you acting this way towards me? We're family, aren't we? You should know better than this.
Family? Us? That's very rich. But no, we're not family. Just hurry up and tell me what you want already.
Well, the thing is that I talked to Sam about you moving out and all, and the divorce.
I really hope that you told him the part where you threw away all of my things and basically left me with no other choice but to leave.
Well, the thing is that Sam and I were talking about all of this, right? And I mentioned to him about what you told me with his lack of money and all, and well, it's true.
I know that. I was the one who told you about that in the first place, and you just kept insisting that I was lying to you, remember? Is that what you came to talk to me about? Because I've already told you the whole truth, and I don't have anything else to say to you. I was honest with you through and through, and you just refused to listen to me.
I know, I didn't listen, but I didn't believe it. I was sure that there was some kind of mistake going on, but then Sam explained it all to me, and it was only then that I realized you were being honest with me.
Well, I'm glad that you've learned that I've been nothing but honest with you over this, but just how many times did you make me explain this to you? You didn't listen to me. You didn't believe me. You ignored all that I was trying to tell you. This is all your fault. So I really have no idea why we're even talking right now.
I thought that you were spending all your nights out of the house partying or something while Sam was working hard to fund your lifestyle. I was just trying to be a good mother and protect my son. Surely you can understand that, right?
I understand that I explained the truth to you over and over again, and you just never listened to me at all. But I don't see how any of this has anything to do with me at all now.
I know, but you can just stop all this and go back to the way things were, can't you?
What do you mean, go back to the way things were? You mean You want me to pretend like none of the past few days happened? You can't be serious about that, right?
I just mean that Sam is so upset with me right now. He's really, really mad. He keeps going on about how it's my fault that you want to leave him. Because he's telling me that he doesn't want to divorce you at all. He doesn't want any of this to be happening. So please, can we just pull all this silliness behind us and go back to the way things were? I realize now that I may have made a mistake here.
You really are one of the most selfish people I've ever met. You know that? I mean, you were the one who threw away my things, and now you want me to come back?
Oh, don't worry. I did my best to get back as much of your stuff as I could. Of course, I sold a lot of your clothes, so those are gone forever, I'm afraid. But I have a bunch of boxes in the house with your name on them. If I return your things to you, will you please not leave my son like this?
Oh, well, thank you so much for getting my stuff, but the answer is still no. We're going to get a divorce, and that is final.
Please, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I can't take off my son. I thought that was going to be your job from now on.
Ashley continued to blow up my phone, and I finally had to tell her that I was going to block her and that she would be hearing from my lawyer for what she did with my things. Even Sam began to reach out to me and beg me to come back, but even he gave in and signed the divorce papers finally. The next month, he wasn't able to afford rent in our old place and was forced to move out. He told his mom that since this was all her fault, that he would be moving in with her for the foreseeable future. As for me, after Ashley threw away my things, I moved to a new place and didn't tell either of them where my new address was. Although I have heard through the grapevine that Ashley and Sam are fighting every single night as Sam refuses to get a job and demands that his mom pays for everything. It seems like she's finally realized what a lazy leech her son is, but I'm afraid that it's far too late for her to do anything about that now.
You really are a brazen woman for coming into this household when all of the family is ignoring you. A high school dropout lowlife like you can go ahead and eat in the doghouse tonight.
So this means there'll be no food made for me tonight?
There's no way there could be any food made for you in this household. Why would we ever want to serve food to a high school dropout lowlife like you? There's still a bag of dog food over there left over, so you can have that to eat.
No, I'll make something for myself, so don't worry.
Huh? You'll make something? I'm telling you right now that you're not allowed to use this house's kitchen, all right?
That's completely fine. I have some camping equipment that I can use. I was thinking about going to the park nearby and making up some curry for dinner.
I see. Then go right ahead and do so. Just make sure that whatever rancid curry you're capable of making doesn't have its smell latch onto you when you come home.
I think it's really difficult to make something like curry smell rancid. But don't worry. I don't think any of the smell will come close to the house, even if I have a bit of the smell on my clothing.
Well, considering we could kick you out of this house whenever we'd like, you should really get started on learning how to live out in the elements.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, you seem to be very understanding of me today. Then let me ask you this. Could you please leave this house for good starting tomorrow?
What?
You seem to be really into that camping thing now, right? I like to think it suits you very much, and you could do a lot better living outside than in this house. So I was thinking I could help you along by forcing you to stay out.
Ugh. So you're just going to kick me out of the house for good outright now?
I still can't believe how long you've made it squatting in our house when the whole family's been ignoring you the whole time. I'll have you leave this house for good, though, tomorrow, so please be ready for that. My husband's been telling me that those with a low-level education shouldn't even have a right to talk to us. So when you're out of this house, we will all finally have the ability to talk freely again. And not one person will feel sorry for you.
So you won't even regret kicking me out?
Why the heck would we regret getting a shameless squatter out of our house?
All right, then. I'll be leaving your house for good tomorrow. Just remember that no matter what you say to me, I'm not going to be coming back there.
Of course I'll remember that gladly. If you actually came back, I'd have to take more extreme measures and literally kick you out.
Hey, Ren! What the hell is going on here? I heard that you left the house for good. Why would you do something like that?
You're asking me why I left that house for good now? Do I really have to explain to you, of all people, the reason as to why I had to leave?
Wait, I get that you and my parents haven't really been getting along with one another too well recently, but...
Your parents? It's not only your parents, Grant. Things haven't been going well between me and all of you, right? I mean, not only has it been your parents ignoring me this whole time, but you as well.
But when it's just been you and I've done everything to make you comfortable, right?
Yet when your family, especially your parents, are around, you join in with them treating me like garbage, and I've had enough of that crap from you all. How the hell do you call yourself a husband when you can't even protect your wife? Idiot, I have no use for you anymore, Grant.
Hold on a sec. I have a position in this family that I have to uphold. There was no other choice for me all those times.
That's right. There wasn't any other choice for you. So go ahead and continue to stay in that position, protecting it over me. I'm leaving the house now, and your family.
Hold on, please. If you go and leave this house for good, how are we going to be able to pay the rent here? You and I have been paying half and half this whole time, right?
Half and half? I've been paying close to 80% of the rent there, while you just fork over a measly 20%. Due to the fact that you work a worthless job still, you still don't make enough to pay for half of the rent.
What? Are you trying to make fun of me now? I'm the one that actually graduated from one of the most prestigious universities in the United States.
Yet you're now making even less than someone who didn't even graduate from high school. Both you and the rest of your family, you all just love to brag about your education and crap, but look at you all. What the hell happened? Two of you are unemployed, and the other is just a paper pusher making half of what a full-time store clerk could be making.
What did you say?
No matter what I've said, the only retorts your parents have are about one's education, when them and yourself are all useless. I don't enjoy being made fun of for my education when I'm the one who's making the big bucks here.
You? Who are you calling useless?
I'm calling you and the rest of your family useless. You all just love making fun of someone for being a high school dropout, but don't want to acknowledge the fact that the high school dropout is the one making all of the money and supporting every single one of you. It's pathetic.
Now you're saying too much there. Take all that back right now.
Who the hell would take back the truth? I've had to put up with all of you ignoring me and my needs for months now. Sure, I know that I'm partially responsible for having to carry on for months like that, because I shouldn't have put up with that from the start, but without me in the house, your parents will not be able to carry on, now will they? Originally, I didn't want to leave your house knowing that fact to be true, but after how much constant crap I've been forced to chew on, I am out of here.
Hey, come on now, please, rethink what you're doing here.
How about you stop begging for me to sit around and go tell both of your parents the damn truth? Tell them that their beloved son is so useless that he has to survive on his wife's income or else he'll end up homeless, just like the both of them will.
How much more are you going to make fun of me before you're happy?
I don't think I'll ever be happy now with how much I can make fun of someone like you. So I'm going to keep it up forever. I need to watch as you and your family go down from here on out, from the sidelines, of course. I'll really enjoy your guys' screams for having me come back here really soon. Now, I'm heading out towards my own life, and I'll never be coming back here again. As for our divorce, I'll be working with a lawyer here soon to get that all taken care of.
Hold on for just 1 second, please.
Ren, you're allowed to come back to the house now.
What's that?
I'm saying my husband and I are okay with you coming back and living in our home again. Oh, this is wonderful news for you, right? So why don't you come on back now and live with us?
What are you talking about right now, Ruth? I was going to assume that after a month without me, you'd be wanting to apologize for everything you'd done to me before. But you're not.
Apologize? And what was it again that we did to you that would require an apology? I assumed that you had finally learned your lesson and would want to come back home now. That's why I'm allowing your return.
Damn, how large does one's pride have to be for them to talk with such arrogance? Then allow me to take the lead of this conversation from you. Ruth, have you guys been able to pay the rent on that house this month? And that's the reason right there for why you want me to come back and live with you all now, right? If you'd like for someone to want to go back to their abuser's house, how about starting with an "I'm sorry" or something like that? By doing that, you'll have a far better chance of getting the victim to want to move back in with you.
What the hell? Acting all tough now, are we?
That's because I'm both tough and powerful. I'd been the one paying off most of the rent on that place every month for the three of you. And it was all because of me that you, your husband, and your son were able to live there without having to give a damn, right?
Well, I never frickin' knew about that at the time. Grant went and lied to the both of his parents about it.
I'm sure that's the case. He has an especially large pride that he's not mature enough to let down a little. But who might he have gotten that kind of behavior from,
Had my husband and I known that you were paying the rent for us, we would have told you to stop and started paying ourselves.
And I'm sure you would have. You both would never want to accept the fact that a high school dropout who you'd been picking on the whole time was paying for the place you both resided in.
And that's why the two of us went and kicked Grant out of the house.
What?
Which means we're completely fine with you coming back and living here. I know now that all Grant was doing was putting on a mask in front of his father and I to make himself look good. But when he'd go around you, he'd try to play the same game, right? Oh, that kind of a helpless man who tries to appease both sides is someone who we do not want in this house.
Wow. All of that spoiling you did for Grant, and now you've gone and kicked him out, just like that. I guess when you both realized that he was completely useless, you had no other option but to kick him out.
Anyhow, you come back and live here, please. Neither of us will ignore you anymore, so don't worry about that. I'll even let you use the kitchen from now on.
After all you've had to realize this past month, you're still talking down to me like you have the upper hand? I did say something about this a while back, didn't I? No matter what happened with you all, I would not be going back to that house.
I get that, but Grant is no longer living here, so you should be fine now, right?
Sure, I really do hate his guts a lot, but when it comes to you and your husband, I hate you guys so much that the steam coming out of my ears from anger could melt steel. Not only do I not want to live with you all ever again, but I don't even want to see you guys anymore. Sorry, not sorry.
What the hell are you saying? You really are the most childish person I've ever met.
Yet the woman who had been ignoring one of her family members who had been living with her for close to a year isn't childish? Is it all right if I say that I'm tired of talking to you now?
You hold it right there, Wren!
Hey, Wren. Do you think you could help me out just a bit? I was kicked out of my parents' house. Right now I have nowhere left to go.
I don't give a damn. What is going on with all of you? It's only been a month, yet now that everything has gone to hell for you three, you all are going to beg for my help? How dare you?
I really do feel bad for all of the things that happened to you, Wren. I was in between a rock and a hard place back then, all right? You understand what I mean, right? I really respect both of my parents, but I also really love you. And, well, back then there was no way for me to make a move because the both of those things was too strong for me.
I've heard that excuse from you now 101 times. And for every one of those times, I have not found any way to comprehend what you mean.
Don't be so childish, Wren. How about you think about someone else for once, like me, who had been in such a tough position at the time?
Childish? You sound just like someone else I really frickin' hate. Your parents were just saying that exact same thing to me for the exact same reasons.
She was saying that? I guess my mom is thinking the same thing as me right now. But I was disowned by the both of them and kicked out of their house. I'm never going to be meeting with either one of them ever again.
Now, how did you know that it was your mom who said that?
What?
Why did you just say your mom and not your dad then?
What? Wait, about that, Look, calling someone childish sounds like something only my mom would ever really say to someone else.
Could this mean that whole thing about you getting disowned and kicked out of their house was a lie? You're just using that as a way to try and get me to sympathize, to empathize with you, so that you can get more money out of me. If you're not going to say anything, then I'm not going to bother with you guys anymore. Really, if you guys were struggling that badly, I would have liked it if you just said that outright like grown adults would.
You have it all wrong. I was forced to do this by my mom. I'm not working together with her and my dad as an accomplice or anything. I was ordered by my mom to go out and get money from you, and if I couldn't, she'd cut ties to me along with my dad.
So like always, you're just doing as your parents say. How pathetic and miserable of a man you are.
Shut up! I have no other choice but to do this, all right? Hey, come on now. All we need for right now is this month's rent from you, so please give it to us. Right now I'm working a part-time job during weeknights and on the weekend to make some extra cash. I'm sure that by next month I'll be pulling in enough to be able to pay the rent myself without any help, but I don't get paid until next month, all right? Can you at least give me some money for this month so that I don't have to lose my parents?
Why are you trying so hard right now? If both of your parents are just sucking you dry of all your money and are forcing you to now have to work that much, why not just leave them to rot and go find your own place?
Because I'm their only child. That means that I have to be the one to take care of those two. This is the duty of a son. I have to be there to protect them at all costs.
Scary. So what you're telling me is, as a husband, it was not your duty to protect your wife at all costs?
I was doing my best to take care of you, all right? But the reason why my parents hated you so much was partially due to the fact that you had an attitude they did not like.
Huh?
You were always being sassy with them anytime they'd talk to you, right? You would also use very rash phrasing and never acted like you respected either one of them. I think that's the reason why those two had to make fun of you for being a high school dropout then. I think you should be aware that you are partially to blame for all that happened then.
The fact that you're sitting there begging me for my hard-earned money, yet still want to take a chance to preach? I knew you and your parents were one and the same thing. You all can't get enough when it comes to making me look and feel like trash.
What? No, wait, that's not what I meant. I just like to say things the way they are.
Forget it. I don't really care anymore. All I care about is summing what I learned from you today up. You want me to financially support you and your parents, right? In other words, that means you are in such a bad position that you only have me to rely on, although you're not treating me like I'm your last hope. I'll have to say no to your request for now then, since it seems you're not taking things seriously enough yet.
No, wait, hold on a second, Ren. I'm sorry about that. I did a really bad job asking you for help just then.
Don't worry about the way you asked, because no matter how you would have asked me, I don't feel like giving any more of my money away to 3 arrogant slugs. How about you do what most people do and borrow some money?
Please, Ren, don't leave me like this. If you don't do anything for me here, then both of my parents are going to abandon me.
I think being abandoned by those two is the best outcome. You'll finally be free of those two and be able to do whatever you want with your time and money. Doesn't that sound great to you? Ruth, if you ever come around me like that again, I'm going to call the police. All right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Stop playing dumb with me for 2 seconds. I saw you out there wandering around my house like you were looking for a way inside of it. I'm not sure how you came across my new address or anything like that, but if you don't get the hell out of here, I'm calling the police.
I'm just out taking a walk is all, okay? I never knew that this part of town was so close to where you live now. And if you call the police on me, that's what I'll have to tell them.
Ugh, is that what you think? Will you go ahead and do whatever and say whatever you want?
Jesus, you really won't ever stop being such a tight ass, huh? Well, now that I know your house is around here, I have something I'd like to come and say to you. But before I come over, I'll give you a little rundown first. I happen to have this friend, all right? And he is a very muscular and scary-looking man who had even mastered 5 kinds of martial arts. And, well, I'd like to come over and visit you with him at my side.
I have never been threatened like this before.
What? Oh, you think that I'm threatening you? Explain how that was me threatening you. I'm not sure what about that made you think it was a threat, but if you don't mind, how about coming out from inside your house so we can talk? I came all the way out here to learn that it's where you're living, so how about you come out to say hi and chat for a bit?
No, thank you. Go back to your house or anywhere else right now. And as for that man you just told me about, I don't care to meet him much either.
Oh? Well, but it seems we're on our way over to your place right now. He seems to be really interested in you, actually, and has gotten a head start.
Is that right? But I still have no plans of going out there to meet either one of you. I'm telling you, it's best that you both go home right now.
That's not going to happen now. We're on our way right now, so it's too late for you. And it's far too late for you to regret everything now.
So that's how things are going to be. All right, then.
Mom? What the actual hell do you think you're doing? Who the hell was that man just then? Why was he going after Wren?
What? Grant, what are you going on about right now?
I'm not joking around right now, Mom, so please get real here. I want to know who that man was that you sent to Wren's house. Right as I got inside the house, he came and broke off the lock to the door. He then came in and started looking for Wren before I went and told him to stop. And then one of the security guards from the gated community came and took him down as they both threw punches at one another.
So in the end, he was taken away by security? Wait. Grant, why are you at Wren's house right now?
I came here to talk with her about the divorce and everything it entails. I brought over some other paperwork for her and was just dropping it off inside. And when that man broke into the house from behind me, it was all bad timing. Especially since that was when a security patrol was coming down the street and saw it happen.
Then, if he was taken away by security, does that mean the police?
I'm sure they're handing him over right now. Luckily, all the houses in this community have cameras all over them for that extra security. So he's going to have to face charges for breaking and entering, as well as for assaulting one of the security guards.
Oh, all you ever do is the most needless things when I have a plan. Having to keep such a useless son like you around has caused me enough harm. Don't you come back to the house ever again. I am cutting ties to you forever now.
Understood, Mom.
What? You're not going to beg for me to forgive you or anything like that.
There's just one thing I'd like to ask you before I go, and that's if you're really going to be okay, Mom.
What?
If you're willing to kick me out of your house now, then who will be the one to take care of both you and Dad? Will the both of you even be able to come close to paying for rent every month there?
Wait, that's,
Honestly, though, I've been wanting to get away from the both of you for a while now. I've finally seen just what horrible people you both really were to Wren, and that I enabled all of it to happen. I want to change my ways now after that, and in order to do such a thing, the first thing I have to do is change the environment in which I live.
Huh? Grant, are you actually planning on leaving our house?
You just told me that you were cutting ties to me, right? What did you think something like that actually meant for me? That means that I have to leave your house now, whether I want to or not, and that you should be happy about it, right?
Wait, I get that I said I wanted to cut ties to you, but I never actually wanted you to take that literally just then.
Wow. Anywho, I'm going to be leaving your house now. I'll start living on my own again and focus a lot more on working and saving up money. And when I have enough saved up, I'll give it all to Wren as a form of a settlement for what had happened to her.
You hold it right there, Grant. Are you just going to abandon your father and I and leave for good?
You have been the one threatening to cut ties to me for years now, so why should this come as much of a shock to you? You should be crying tears of joy over the fact that I'm finally agreeing with it. This is my way of being a great son to you.
Excuse me, Wren, you do something about Grant right now that will set him straight. He just told me that he's going to cut ties to his father and I and then leave this house forever.
But hasn't it been you who's threatened to cut ties this whole entire time?
I get that, but I was never once being serious about it. You go and explain that to him right now.
And why would I want to help any of you, dumbass?
What?
You have become so obnoxious recently that I'm no longer going to talk kindly to you. By the way, just a second ago, you had a man break into my home through the front door and come looking for me, right? Sure, Grant was here to tell him off as the security guards came in to get him. But had Grant not been here, that man would have come up those stairs to my room and most likely screwed me up badly.
Wait, no, I told that man to just get up in your face as a threat. I never wanted him to do any physical harm. Had he done that, I would have taken back all the money that I paid him. And him hitting Grant was not something I asked him to do. Grant should have never been there in the first place, right? And the same goes with the security guard.
That does not matter to me now. Just know that I won't be helping someone who tried to threaten me again. How badly has your head been damaged for you to have such a stupid thought process as that about this? You can boast all you want about your education, but those born with such a low IQ will keep that low IQ forever.
What? Ren, what did you just say to me?
Shut your damn mouth for once. Just shut up and apologize for what you did already. If you want my help, then start with an apology. Then I might actually put some thought into how to help you.
Really?
Yes. I would never ever lie to you, right?
Ren, I'm so sorry for what I've done. All of those times that I acted way out of line and treated you like crap. And today, sending a man like that into your house to try and threaten you. I'm so sorry for all of that. I'm sorry.
All right, understood. Goodbye forever now.
What? Wait, but our promise. I just went through all that trouble to apologize to you.
I know that. I told you that I'd think about helping you if you went and apologized to me. But I never said I'd outright help you. And after putting a second of thought into it, I've decided that I won't be helping you after all.
Huh? What the hell, Ren? That was dirty of you.
But I never once lied to you, right?
What the actual frick? Hey, please. If I'm abandoned by you two now, then I'm going to lose my house and my husband for good. I don't have Grant anymore to ask for help. Hey, please, help us out just one last time.
You won't have a house? Well, then I have this wonderful idea for you that will totally work. I've tried it out before, so it's been proven. Go out behind your house and there will be a doghouse, right? How about you go live and eat in there for the time being? Thanks for what you did a little bit ago, Grant. Because of that, I didn't have to end up being beaten to a pulp.
Nah, don't worry about it. As a man, it was my job to keep a scary dude like that out of the house. And as your husband, really, I did that because for a very long time ago, I've done nothing husband-like for you.
Yeah, that's true. But you're not really my husband anymore. Instead, my ex-husband, right?
That's right. Ren, I'm so sorry about everything that's happened to you. And this past month after you were forced to leave the house and I couldn't be around you, I started to realize all of my wrongs, especially those surrounding my terrible behavior.
It's a bit too late for you to realize all of that, though, right? But you knowing now that you were in the wrong is a good thing. Now, with a new understanding and how not to act as a husband and a man, go ahead and put them to work in this next chapter of your life.
So you're really not wanting to get back together, huh?
Huh? You know very well that I'm never taking you back. The fact that I'm getting a settlement from you should be proof of that.
What? That's a joke, right? If you could just give me one more chance is all.
I will never have anything to do with you ever again, Grant. If I were to let you be my husband again, you'd be asking me to pay 80% of the rent again, right? After that, both Ruth and her husband were no longer able to pay the rent on the house they were in, having lost Grant, and from there had to start living without a house. Ruth was sending me text after text asking for help, but I did everything I could to ignore all the notifications. Grant told me that he'd also be ignoring both his mom and dad, and would never help either of them out anymore. Eventually, that led to Ruth and her husband having to leave the city we were in. And as of right now, nobody really knows where they went or what they're doing. And as for all those texts Ruth would be sending me before, they've completely stopped coming. The only person I'm still texting with from that family is Grant, and only to make sure that the settlement money makes it to me. He's still been trying a few times to ask if I still don't want him back, and like always, I'm letting him know that it's never going to happen. I think he should just be happy that he had the chance to escape from those awful parents and can now start living by himself. He should learn like I have that there are a lot of great things about living on your own again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Allison, the preparations for the wedding should all be completely perfect, right?
Good evening, Melinda. I made sure to get whatever I could done for the wedding. At this point, all there is left to do is wait for the wedding and get excited.
What kind of crap is that you're saying to me?
Huh?
You are supposed to be working until the very last minute to make sure that the wedding is perfect and that there is no chance of anything going south. Have you made sure to think of what'll happen when I come on stage and things like that?
Wait, this is going to be the wedding for Charlotte, right?
That's right. My daughter's wedding. And if you don't make sure that it's 100% perfect for all of us, then you are going to be in some serious trouble.
That's not why I asked that. I asked because I'm a bit confused why you think I have to prepare anything for you to come on stage like it's your wedding. I know that Charlotte is going to be walked onto the stage by her dad at the start, but you're supposed to be sat in your seat the whole time the wedding is taking place, right?
That is not a good enough excuse for me to just sit around all day. I am the mother of the bride, Allison, and that means I'm supposed to be treated like the queen at this wedding.
So that's why you want me to prep for you on stage. Well, I never heard from Charlotte about her having anything planned for you.
If you don't start to think about this wedding and what I'll be doing a bit more seriously, you will really regret ever marrying my son. Do you really want to give up your rights as a young wife in this family? Fix your way of thinking, right now, and then hurry up and get back to work on the wedding. Charlotte and I are too busy to be looking over your back every second of the day.
All right.
I'm sorry, Allison. I wish my mom wouldn't ask you to do such stupid things all the time. I see she's even forced you to start doing those stupid things for her. So if you feel that you shouldn't have to, you could tell her no.
Well, I don't really mind it all that much, Tyler. But I didn't think your mom was supposed to have a moment on stage or anything at the wedding, so I'm not really sure what to do about it.
You can't just overlook what she asked you to do. She's just talking out of her butt like that. And Charlotte's already told me that she wants to make up the plans herself for her wedding. So you really don't have to listen to my mom at all. Because this wedding all comes down to what Charlotte wants. I'm sure if you go tell Charlotte about what my mom's asking from you, she'll be able to tell Mom to shut up, and that will be that.
And I did do that by getting a hold of Charlotte and talking with her more about what she wants, but even after talking to her, your mom still thinks she's in control.
We all know that she's been a pain in the butt, and even my dad is getting tired of her attitude. To be honest, after Charlotte gets married, I think things between my mom and dad will begin to fall apart.
What? What do you mean?
My dad is getting really fed up with Mom's selfishness, and from what I've heard, even these past few years being married to her have been really tough. So I think that once my sister is married and out of the house, my dad can finally relax a bit and start focusing on himself and moving away from Mom. Even I want my dad to break free from my mom's grasp and enjoy his life a bit more.
So that's what's been going on. Well, before any of that can happen, we have to make sure that Charlotte has a great wedding. I'll continue to do my best with making this wedding perfect for her, so that not just Charlotte is happy, but also so that your dad can be happy as well. What's going on, Tyler? I'm currently on the road right now, but just stopped to use the bathroom.
Things are not good right now. My dad has passed out and fallen down badly.
What?
You listen here, Allison. Did you forget that today is the day of my daughter's wedding? You are supposed to be here at 10 a.m. to start getting things ready for the start, yet I haven't found you anywhere yet. How much longer are you planning to keep everyone waiting for you?
What? Melinda? What are you talking about right now?
I am not going to forgive you for being this late to my daughter's wedding. It is the day of my daughter's wedding, and you have a job to do.
Hold on for 1 second, Melinda. Do you have no idea about what's going on right now? How could you not be aware of what's happened? Today the wedding has been canceled to the best of my knowledge, but...
Huh? What the hell did you just say? You really think you're being a good wife to my son in this family? I'm going to strip that title away from you right now! You and Tyler are getting a divorce if it's the last thing I make you both do.
What are you going on about? Why are you getting so upset with me over nothing right now?
I think I have the right to be pissed off at you after canceling on my daughter's wedding without telling anyone. We have all been waiting for over 30 minutes now for you to get here so that we can start the wedding.
I don't think I've done any such thing before the wedding, though, Melinda. So before you continue to get more and more flustered with me, take a look around you and tell me what you see.
I'm not going to let you get off easily after not showing up for the beginning of Charlotte's wedding.
Please don't tell me that you actually have no clue what's going on right now. I thought that Tyler already called you telling you about what's happened and explaining to you that the wedding's been canceled.
Why do you keep talking about the wedding being canceled? The only one that's canceled anything is you being here today, and you told nobody a thing about it. You are the worst woman a family could ever ask for. If you don't want me going out of my way to ruin your marriage with my son, you get your butt to this wedding right now!
But everyone is here with me at the funeral home.
Huh?
I think between the two of us, you should be the one getting your butt over here right now if you don't want relations to get any worse between you and your family. It seems to me like you either didn't read or listen to anything Tyler told you yesterday, or you never received anything in the first place. But you do realize what you're doing right now by not being here.
Funeral home? Why are you all there? Did you all get the address confused or something and end up over there?
No, Melinda, the reason we're all here is because your husband passed away.
Huh?
Did you really not know about your husband collapsing yesterday and passing away? You should have been getting calls all day from family in the hospital about your husband's condition.
Well, why would I answer any calls from numbers that I've never seen before? There's no way that he's dead right now. You were just trying to pull some childish prank now, right? My husband is dead? No way in hell is my husband dead right now.
The doctors have said it looks as though he had a heart attack which caused him to pass out. It's already been known for a while that he's had a pretty weak heart, so it makes sense that all the stress recently would cause this.
So all those calls yesterday from Tyler were about my husband having a heart attack. Recently, he had called me warning me about my attitude towards you and all, so I just assumed he was calling me to warn me about that crap again. That's why I ended up muting his calls for the rest of the day yesterday. So, my husband... he's really...
I'm sure that you're in a panic now that you finally learned the truth, but regarding the wedding, it has been canceled and there will be no one showing up to it. So, I did not end up not showing to the wedding today like you think I have. And I never would do something as rude as that, especially since you forced me to do all the preparations for the wedding without getting my take on that decision first.
So the wedding is...
After what happened to your husband yesterday, we had all the family come to the hospital to be there with us. But where were you yesterday evening, Melinda, while everyone was with your husband at the hospital?
Huh? Me? I was just really busy getting any last-minute preparations taken care of before the wedding.
Last-minute preparations, huh? What kind of last-minute preparations are we talking about here?
Hey, I had a lot of beauty treatment appointments that I needed to go to look good for the wedding. It wouldn't be right if the bride's mother looked like a mess on the day of the wedding, right?
So you were out getting ready for things that only mattered to you. Even going as far as to avoid listening to your son, also that you had time to make yourself look good? And that's what led you to being out really late last night with nobody knowing where you were? And when anyone in the family tried calling you, you immediately put them to voicemail?
I didn't get any calls last night.
But you just told me that you ignored all of Tyler's calls and even muted him when you got tired of the ringing, right? I'm sure there were plenty of calls from the hospital as well.
And I told you just a second ago why I didn't answer them. I thought that those were all just spam calls and that it wasn't worth my time answering them.
What about all the calls that came from the rest of your family? Oh, that's right. The rest of your family doesn't really like talking to you anymore and would rather just let you sit in the dark on things. Most of them don't even know your contact information now because you've never told them, and they've never bothered asking.
Excuse me?
Anyway, I know that Tyler tried calling you plenty of times yesterday, but you chose not to answer any of his calls and muted him on purpose. And you've even told me you did all that just now yourself.
So, what is going on with my husband right now? Is he going to be okay?
Huh? Have you not been listening to anything I've said to you today? I told you already that the family and I are all here at the funeral home. Do you not understand how all of us being here right now ties into your husband having a heart attack and passing away?
So if you're all really at a funeral home right now, then he must really be dead. That cannot be possible, right? Right before our daughter's wedding day?
Are you finally coming around to seeing the truth and getting emotional from it? I'm telling you, Melinda, your husband is gone and it all happened to him yesterday. And this was all happening to him last night while you were out having a fun time with his money, getting all the most expensive treatments.
What the hell is this? I didn't know anything about what was going on with him. Why did he think yesterday was the best time to go off and die like that?
The best time? I don't think your husband had a choice in choosing the best time to pass away, Melinda. If anything, he didn't want to pass away the day before his daughter's wedding. I know it must suck to have all your family hate you to the point where they won't even try and get a hold of you about what's happened, but at least Tyler was trying to let you know.
I know that he was trying to call me a lot, but I didn't think he had anything important to say to me, and that's why I ignored him. You can't blame any of this on me, right? It's not my fault. Why didn't you all try harder to get a hold of me when this was going down? You guys could have been sending me texts as well that I could have read later, right?
Tyler told me that he sent you a text. He sent you a message explaining that things weren't going well for his dad and that it was an emergency.
You're right. He did send me a text saying that.
Well, then you really are the only one that can be blamed for not knowing about what happened to your husband yesterday. Today we are planning to have the wake for your husband. And at the moment, we all are working on getting the funeral planned out and prepared for him.
This is all coming to me so fast that I can't fully comprehend it.
I'm sure it is. But this is all the hard reality we are having to live in, Melinda.
Then what's going to happen to my daughter's wedding?
What?
I've been looking forward to that wedding for a very long time now, and I was so ready for it to happen today.
What the hell are we going to do about it? I'm sure that even Charlotte has been waiting a long time for this day to come, right? Melinda, what the actual hell are you going on about now? Are you even aware that your husband is dead right now and will never be coming back to see any of us again? I get that he's gone, but I'm talking about the wedding now, which has nothing to do with him dying and that funeral. Well, Charlotte has taken a lot of time to talk about the wedding with her husband, and they are going to have their wedding on a different date. What? Oh, that's bullcrap, right? They're going to delay the wedding? I can understand why someone like you would have a hard time even comprehending this. But why have you ended up this way? You should know that because of her father passing away only yesterday, she wouldn't want to have a wedding right now. It's been months now that you've been acting so self-centered about this whole wedding, which isn't even yours. The amount of times you've tried making it all about you is good reason for your family to continue hating you and never wanting to be involved in your life. What are you trying to say, Allison? I know that all you think about is yourself, and about how to make yourself look even better, never taking a second out of your life to think about your family and what they want. Do you remember how you made sure you were at the center of my wedding when it happened? I was only at the center of it because I'm a very good-looking woman. And I do think that at your age, you are a very good-looking woman. But you showed up to my wedding in an all-white dress like that. Nobody told you to wear a white dress that day, and as the bride, I told you explicitly not to wear a white dress. But you did it anyway, and that's what made you steal the spotlight from my husband and I, right? And this time, I made sure to get myself an even better-looking white dress for Charlotte's wedding, but now it's all been a waste of time. I rented this gorgeous-looking dress just for today, and I have to have it returned to the store by tomorrow afternoon. Wait! I can wear it to my husband's funeral today. He was my husband, after all, right? I have to be the one to stand out in an event like that, right? Did you get dropped on your head a lot as a baby, Melinda? What did you just say to me? You are my son's wife, so you should never be talking to me like that. You want me to make sure that you never get to call my son your husband ever again? The only one that's been divorced is you, you whore. Huh? Did you know that right before your husband had that heart attack and passed away, he sent in divorce paperwork asking that you no longer be his wife? He had had enough of the way you acted like a self-centered child around everyone, and his idea was, after the wedding had finished, he would pack his stuff up and get out of the house for good. He made sure to write down everything he thought in a letter addressed to you as well. You're lying, right? He had the two of us divorced without telling me. Can he really do something like that to us without having my permission as well? Well, the divorce papers that he turned in were something that you had already planned out and filed in, right? So all I had to do was sign his name on them and take them into the city office to be handled. But I wasn't planning on going through with any of that just yet, Allison. What the hell did he think he was doing, handing them all in without telling me first? Well, you were trying to make your daughter's wedding all about yourself, even though she told you time and time again to stop. And on top of that, he also knew about how you would threaten me with divorcing me from Tyler if I didn't do as you asked. So I think he was just tired of being married to a whore that kept on making everything about herself and never giving any thought towards the family. I myself understand why he would divorce you. Heck, I respect that man for making it this long with you after all the crap you've pulled. Why are you being such a rude witch right now? Well, it doesn't matter anymore now because he is no longer with us. The husband that looked after you and made sure to take the responsibility for all your selfish behavior is no longer here to help you. He died while you were doing what you always do, and that was thinking about only yourself and no one else. How about you think about how sad that is and start crying a little over what's happened to him?
I am sad about what's happened. The wedding that was supposed to be today has been canceled and moved to a later date.
For Christ's sake, you are such a joke, Melinda.
Well, so be it. I'm going to start heading over to you guys right now. I'll at least be able to put myself on display at that funeral for everyone to see. Go and tell everyone that I'll be arriving at the funeral home very soon, okay? I have to make sure that everyone knows that losing my husband has taken a great toll on me now.
Right now, Tyler is talking with everyone else in the family.
About what?
He's telling them that his dad had already divorced you before he passed away. And at the moment, they are all agreeing that you are nothing more than a complete stranger now and don't have to come to the funeral.
What are you talking about, Alice?
It seems that both Tyler and Charlotte do not want you here getting in the way of their last day being around their father.
Then what the hell? I'm his wife, though.
No, you are not, Melinda. You have been divorced by him now, and that makes you nothing more than a stranger to everyone here. And even when you were his wife, everyone here hated you.
Why, though? Why would they all hate me to the point that they don't want me there?
To put it straight, you were a terrible wife for him and an even worse mother to your kids. I'm sorry, Melinda, but I don't think you and I will ever be seeing one another again after this. So I'll be going now.
Wait! Don't throw me away like my husband did, Allison! Please tell me where that funeral home is.
Why the hell would I have a reason to tell you? All I want for you is to regret everything you've done to this family and nothing more. Oh, goodbye now, Melinda. And I hope you have a good rest of your life alone.
In the end, Melinda was never allowed to attend the funeral of her ex-husband and had to live the rest of her life not ever having the chance to see her ex for the last time. And after the funeral had finished, Allison, Tyler, and Charlotte all agreed to let her have the house she was living in, but that she'd never get to see or hear from them all again. When she was finally left alone with nothing more than an empty house, she began to realize that what she'd been doing really was childish and not acceptable for a woman her age. But her being regretful of her poor attitude has come far too late now, right?
Hey, Tegan, where are you right now?
Chris? I told you I'm out for a meeting today, remember?
Yeah, but what about my dinner? What am I supposed to do for that?
What do you mean, what about dinner? I told you earlier today that you'd have to prepare your own food.
How am I supposed to remember stuff like that? You can't expect me to keep track of everything you say just because you mentioned it once. If you just say it once and think that's enough, it's pointless if it doesn't stick with me. You could have at least written it down on the calendar or sent me a reminder message. Can't you be a little more thoughtful? Honestly, this is what happens with people who don't work in an office and don't understand what it's like.
I'm sorry. It's my fault for not double-checking and reminding you. But there's some instant food in the kitchen cabinet. You can just heat it up and eat it with some rice. It won't take long.
What? You're telling me to microwave my own food?
Yes. I think you can handle that, right?
You seriously don't get it, do you? I come home exhausted from work, and it's a man's job to work and the wife's job to have a hot meal ready when he gets home. That's just how it is.
Wait, what? We both work, Chris. We're both contributing, so why are you acting like it's still the 1950s?
Contributing? You think what you do at home counts as work? You're sitting at home working comfortably from your desk. I'm out there actually dealing with real work.
I do plenty, Chris. And what about you? You don't do any housework. You're out having fun on the weekends while I'm doing everything else. You think that's fair?
You need to watch your tone. You're a woman and you're seriously talking back to me like this?
What's with this "you're a woman" stuff? Are you saying women should just shut up and do everything like we're servants?
Of course! Don't tell me you're one of those people who's fallen for all that talk about gender equality. Women are weaker than men. You get your periods and have times when you're totally useless. So naturally, women should do more in other areas. That's what real fairness looks like, you know.
I can't even have this conversation with you anymore. Just go buy something from a convenience store if you're so hungry. I'll give you the money for it later.
Wow, you really are something. You're completely lacking in charm, you know that? Remember how I allowed you to have your parents live with us once the two-family house was built? And this is how you repay me by acting like an ungrateful wife? You're failing at this, Tegan.
I'm done talking. I'm going back to work.
Oh, look at that, getting angry because you've got nothing left to say. You're acting like a child. Honestly, I should have married a better woman. Maybe someone younger, someone who looks good in a mini skirt. That would have been nice. Oh, did I hit a nerve? Relax, it's just a joke. Lighten up.
Is this a good time, Tegan?
Yes, Amanda? What's on your mind? I hope everything's okay.
I heard from Chris that you've been struggling with housework lately. Is that true? I was quite surprised to hear that.
What do you mean by struggling? Can you clarify what he said, actually?
Well, he mentioned that he's been taking care of everything around the house, all by himself. But it's been really tough for him since he works at a company all day. He feels overwhelmed and said he needs you to step up more since you're working from home.
Oh, I see. If I may say something, I do all the housework every day. And honestly, Chris doesn't really help at all. I think he's just upset because I didn't prepare dinner today, which is why he might be complaining.
Oh, really? That sounds just like Chris. He has a tendency to exaggerate things when he's frustrated. It can be really hard to keep track of what's going on sometimes. But I understand that you're a novelist, so you must be working day and night, right? I can only imagine how demanding that can be. It's not easy at all. Yes, you're absolutely right, Tegan.
Writing is a full-time job in its own way, but I do try to keep the house in order as best as I can given my schedule. Amanda, I appreciate your concern. It means a lot to me that you're willing to talk about this.
No problem at all. And I heard that the two-family house is finally completed, right? That's wonderful news. We finished preparing for the move, and once we live together, I'll be able to help with the housework too. I think that will make things easier for everyone.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Are you saying you and your husband will be living with us? I wasn't aware of this.
Is something wrong? Did Chris not mention it to you? I thought he would have told you.
Hold on. What exactly are you saying? I'm a bit confused here.
Oh, Chris told me a while back that he was building a new house. He said it was so that his father and I could live together with you two. I didn't want to impose on you or make you feel uncomfortable, but I'm really happy you agreed to it. I just assumed it was something you'd be on board with. I'm sorry it took me so long to thank you for your understanding.
I really need to check with Chris about this. I don't want any misunderstandings.
Oh, sure, I understand. Go ahead. I'll be here if you need to talk more.
Hey, Chris, what's going on?
What are you talking about? I'm outside enjoying my drink. Can't you see I'm busy? Don't interrupt me.
I'm talking about the two-family house situation. We were supposed to live with my parents, remember? I heard from your mother that the plans have changed, and that's not what we agreed upon at all.
Oh, so you found out, huh? I guess I should have kept that under wraps better. And by the way, I feel a bit guilty about making you cover the full $700,000 for the two-family house, but you know what? I've decided that my parents will be living there instead, so you and your family need to pack up and get out. Got it? Honestly, I really don't want to live with your parents anymore. It's just not going to work for me.
If you felt that way from the start, you should have just said so. Why didn't you?
Well, I guess it's pretty clear why I didn't need to explain myself. You must have known all along that I was planning to have my parents move in.
Of course. How could I have been so naive? It's ridiculous to only realize this on the day the house is completed. You really must think I'm an idiot.
I mean, come on, you've been talking about wanting a dedicated workspace, right? If that's the case, why don't you just rent an apartment somewhere? Go and live with your parents there. My mother will take care of the housework, and let's be real, you won't be needed anymore. Let's just get this divorce finalized while we're at it.
Fine, I'll leave. I'll make sure to submit the divorce papers, the same ones you threw at me during one of our fights back in the day.
Wait, you still had those? I'm actually relieved because that saves me the hassle. Go ahead and do it, but just a heads up, I won't be sharing any of my assets with you.
Do whatever you want. I'll make my own plans too.
Oh, is that so? Well, thanks for buying the house for us. Guess this is goodbye then.
You may think it's funny now, but mark my words, I will never forgive you for this.
Hey, Tegan, what's going on here? Why am I being billed for the house loan? Didn't you say you'd pay for everything yourself?
I didn't pay for it. From the beginning, you said you wanted the loan to be in your name.
But you told me that you could buy the house outright for $700,000.
Did you forget? Right after that, you got swindled by a friend and ended up in debt. Who ended up taking on that debt for you? That was me, wasn't it? Given the amount of money involved, and considering we didn't know what might happen in the future, we agreed it would be better to pay it off gradually instead of risking losing all that money in one go by paying up front.
Right, I guess that's how it was.
And the house title is under your name. Since we're divorced now, I'm no longer obligated to make any payments. Good luck handling that. Oh, and since I withdrew my share of the down payment from our joint account, I imagine there's hardly anything left in there now. You can keep the rest of it.
Why are you making such unilateral decisions, you heartless person?
I told you I'd do what I wanted, didn't I? Besides, I was the one who contributed most to that account anyway. The moment you realized you could live off my income, you started keeping your entire paycheck for yourself.
I was just preparing for our wedding and for when we had children.
You can say anything you want, but I don't believe you. So the mortgage balance is over $500,000 now? Good luck with that.
There's no way I can pay that.
Why not? You've saved up some money for yourself, haven't you?
I don't have any money right now.
What?
Wow, right now, that is. I used it to invest in something that'll earn me a larger income later. So I don't have any cash on hand. If I don't have cash, how can I pay the mortgage? You should have paid in full like we agreed. You're the one at fault for not doing that.
I don't understand you at all. I clearly talked to you about this multiple times, didn't I? And you said yes, right? So you don't think the person who wasn't listening is also at fault?
Shut up! Humans forget things sometimes.
Even if you try to brush it off like that, I'm not going to pay. We're strangers now.
You're so arrogant for a woman.
Seriously, again with that? Whenever things get tough, you throw around that "for a woman" line. Is that the best you can come up with? It's exhausting just to deal with you. If you don't have any money, why don't you just borrow some from a friend? Now, you're on your own.
Hey, don't mess with me!
I heard from someone that you divorced Tegan. Is that true?
Wait a minute, did you really hear that from Tegan herself?
Yeah, she mentioned it.
I can't believe it, especially since we just finished building a house together. It feels so absurd and frustrating.
I know, right? It seems so sudden. What happened? Can you tell me the details?
Listen, I need to vent. That woman was really terrible. She can't do any of the housework, and it's so annoying.
What do you mean? She's at home all the time, isn't she? Shouldn't she be helping you out?
Exactly, but instead of helping, she acts all entitled and spoiled. And on top of everything, right after we get divorced, she steals money from our joint account.
What? She stole money from your account? Are you serious?
Yes, she took money that I earned with my hard work. She's just a thief in my eyes. I can't believe I was stupid enough to marry someone like her.
That sounds awful. So what's the situation now? Have you lost all your savings because of this?
Yeah, she cleaned out the entire account and now I'm left with nothing. I'm so broke that I can't pay the mortgage this month. I really need your help. Is there any way you can lend me some money?
What? Hold on. Just a moment. You told me before that you paid for the house in one go, isn't that right?
Well, there seems to have been a misunderstanding. It's actually on a payment plan, and I only just found that out.
A misunderstanding? You're saying you just realized something so crucial about the house?
Yes, I'm serious. I'll get back the money she stole, but for now I really need help, please.
You need to stop lying to me.
What do you mean? I'm not lying.
I might not have known Tegan for long, but I think I understand what kind of person she is. She's a successful writer, you know. She's made a name for herself in various media, and her recent works have been quite popular.
So what if she's a successful writer? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, despite her achievements, she never acted superior to anyone. She treated me with kindness and respect, even though I'm much older than her. I remember how she adapted her schedule just to fit with yours as a salaryman. She even worked hard to manage the household chores.
Wait a minute, I said I was doing most of the housework myself.
Do you remember that time you visited us not too long ago? Tegan cooked a meal for you. I can assure you that level of cooking doesn't come easily or quickly. It's not something you pick up overnight.
Well, cooking is something I can do too. Anyone can cook.
I'm a full-time homemaker, and I can tell you that cooking and managing a household still takes skill and experience. Just by observing someone's movements in the kitchen, you can gauge how much they practice and how experienced they really are. And that's why, when we decided to live together in a two-family house, I thought it would be great to help Tegan with the chores so she could concentrate on her writing. But if she ended up getting fed up with that help, then maybe that's just how it goes.
What are you saying? Are you saying she left because of me?
Right now, you seem to be in a very chaotic situation. Can't we just sit down and talk about this face to face? It's important to understand each other, don't you think?
No, there's nothing left to discuss. I can't believe you're siding with her.
Why would I side with her? I'm just trying to see the bigger picture here.
Why not? You always seem to take her side in everything. It feels like you're not even my parent anymore.
I'm not here to just blindly support you. I'm here to help you grow and learn from your mistakes. Sometimes tough love is necessary for that.
What do you mean by that?
It's true. I admit that I let you go out into the world unprepared. I can see that now. But it's time for you to stop relying on your parents to fix all your problems. You're not a child anymore.
What did you say? You act so high and mighty while you're not even working.
High and mighty? Come on, just because you failed to support your wife and lost her doesn't mean you can take your frustrations out on me. I'm just trying to guide you.
You're treating me like I'm a kid. This isn't fair.
Yes, right now you are acting like a child. You may look like an adult, but you haven't matured emotionally. You need to take a step back, cool off, and really think about your actions.
But I'm not moving out of that house. I can't do that.
If you can't afford it, then you might have to let it go. Have you ever even apologized to Tegan for the way things went down? They say regret comes too late, but in your case, it seems like you're reaping what you've sown.
You're not helping me at all. This is so unfair. You're just being cold-hearted.
Yes, I'm your parent, but you're also a grown adult now. You can't keep depending on me for everything. It's time for you to take responsibility for your own life. Go apologize to Tegan and sort things out for yourself.
You have no idea what I've been through. I've lost everything because of her.
Losing everything is tough, I understand that, but you have to take some accountability. You can't expect everyone else to clean up your mess, especially when you played a part in it.
It's not fair! You're supposed to be on my side! Why can't you just support me instead of pointing fingers?
I'm not here to just blindly support you. I'm here to help you learn and grow from your mistakes. Sometimes tough love is necessary for that.
Tough love? Is that what you call this? It feels like you're just abandoning me.
I'm not abandoning you. I'm pushing you to stand on your own 2 feet. You're a grown person now. You need to act like it.
I can't believe you're saying this. I thought you would understand.
I do understand, but you have to understand too. Life doesn't always go the way we want it to. Sometimes we have to deal with the consequences of our actions.
But I never meant for things to get this bad.
I understand, but intention doesn't change the outcome. You need to face what you've done and make amends.
It's so easy for you to say that. You're not the one who has to face her.
You're right, I'm not. But I've been through my own struggles, and I had to learn to deal with them too.
But I just feel so lost right now. Everything is falling apart.
I know it feels that way, but sometimes you have to pick up the pieces yourself. I can't do it for you anymore.
What do I do then? Where do I even start?
Start by owning up to your mistakes. Go talk to Tegan and apologize sincerely. Show her that you're taking responsibility for your actions.
But what if she doesn't want to talk to me? What if she hates me?
That's a possibility, but you'll never know unless you try. Sometimes taking the first step is the hardest, but also the most important.
I just feel so defeated right now.
It's okay to feel defeated, but don't let it consume you. Use that feeling as motivation to change and grow.
I guess you're right, but it's going to take a lot of courage.
It will, but you have that courage inside you. You just have to find it and use it.
I'll try, but it's hard to see a way forward right now. Hey, can you please get your act together and come back?
Huh? Are we still going on about this? I have no intention of getting involved with someone I divorced. This is all about money, isn't it?
Well, that's true, but there's no need to say it like that. I messed up, okay? I'm sorry. I truly regret it. That's why I want another chance. Just think about it. We've been through so much together, and I really believe we can work this out.
I don't want to, though. I've made my decision, and you should respect that. Please look elsewhere for help. There are plenty of other people who can assist you.
What did you just say? You think I'll back down if you act all high and mighty? That's not how this works. You can't just dismiss me like that.
And here you go again with your just a woman comment. Can't you grow up a little? It's disappointing to hear you talk like that, considering everything we've been through.
Do you not feel any guilt at all? You deceived me! If you had grievances, you should have expressed them clearly instead of bottling them up until you blew up! Is that how you handle conflicts, with childish tantrums? If you want forgiveness, I'll give it to you, but you need to come back quickly!
Why do you think you deserve to be forgiven? I really can't comprehend your logic. Fine, let me be clear. I'm absolutely not getting back together with you. I realize something important about you, and I won't ignore it.
What are you talking about?
I've been wondering about something. How can you, who never contributed any money to the household, suddenly be in such dire financial straits that you can't even pay the mortgage? If it were about infidelity or gambling, I could at least understand that. But I never thought you would resort to crime.
What? Crime? Stop throwing around baseless accusations. You have no right to judge me like that.
But look at you. You've gotten mixed up in some scam with your acquaintances, haven't you? Isn't that what they call a hypnotic sales scheme? You're holding strange seminars, luring participants in, and then selling them overpriced junk. How could you stoop to that level?
That's not how it is. I'm just running a business. You don't understand the hard work that goes into this. I'm trying to build something for myself.
No. A scam is a scam. And the fact that you've been drained of your money means that not only are you being made to assist in the scam, but you're also being treated like a fool. This isn't just business, it's dishonest, and you know it.
Shut up! Don't stick your nose into something you don't understand! You have no idea how hard it is to make a living these days!
I don't want to hear anything from someone who's broke and has no money. How can you even think you have a say in this?
That's because I'll get money later! I have a plan, and it's gonna work out just fine!
That's just a verbal agreement, isn't it? What guarantee do you have that it will actually come through? You can't just expect things to fall into your lap without any effort.
Do you enjoy nitpicking every little detail? You have such a nasty personality. Just come back and pay up. I can't believe you're acting like this.
Huh? There's no way I'm coming back after this conversation. You think I just walked back into that situation?
Don't mess with me. You're so full of yourself. Do you really think you could just push me around?
Well, I appreciate that you at least talked to me about this. I think I managed to buy some time for myself. Maybe you'll come to your senses.
What?
Because I actually reported your scam to the authorities.
What? You what?
I called the police. I told them there's been a suspicious man doing business in our neighborhood lately. I also mentioned how you've been aggressively recruiting people for your seminars, and it's been really bothersome. Apparently, it's a pretty well-known issue around here, so it's no surprise they will catch on quickly.
Wait, so now I'm gonna... What? The doorbell keeps ringing. Could it be the police?
Well, why don't you just go check? You seem so confident in your actions. Why not face the consequences?
You've gotta be kidding me. There's no way I can do that. I can't face them.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck then. Maybe this will be a lesson for you.
Hey, you have to help me out. Please, save me. I can't believe this is happening.
I told you, I'm not going to help. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
I can't get in touch with my former colleagues, and I don't have anyone else to rely on. We were married once, for crying out loud. Can't you at least show some compassion?
That doesn't mean anything now. We're basically strangers. I have no obligation to help you. You made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences.
How can you be so cold? This is ridiculous. You're acting like I didn't even matter to you.
You're the one getting angry because you can't think of a good comeback. You're acting like a child. If only I'd married a better man, someone more genuine and handsome. You've done nothing but disappoint me.
You? How can you say that after everything we've been through? You think it was easy for me?
What's the matter? Are you upset? You brought this on yourself, didn't you? You made your choices. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't have many good memories from our marriage, but at least I won't be short on material for my writing. I'll be sure to use this incident as inspiration for a story. So while you're sitting in jail, make sure to reflect on your actions. Goodbye. And remember, this is all you're doing. After that, Chris was arrested for fraud. Once he finally confessed everything, the main perpetrator behind the scam was also apprehended, which means both of them will likely be stuck in jail for quite a while. They are facing serious charges, and it seems that neither of them will be getting out anytime soon. Naturally, this meant that he had to let go of that two-family house he had been so proud of. It's probably for the best, though. I hope he stays behind bars long enough to reflect on his actions and truly understand the consequences of what he did. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law repeatedly apologized to me, bowing her head in regret. I could see the remorse in her eyes, and I appreciated her sincerity. I realized that the reason I had managed to get through the difficult times with my ex-husband was largely due to her support. She had always been there, providing me with the strength and encouragement I needed when things got tough. Looking back, I wish that I could have had a better relationship with her. I wanted to share more experiences and build a closer bond, but the circumstances had always kept us at a distance. So now, we've decided to start over as friends. It feels refreshing to shift our dynamic from that of a traditional mother-in-law and daughter-in-law to something more casual and enjoyable. We've been talking about our favorite books lately, and it's been wonderful to share our thoughts and recommendations. It's nice to connect on this level, discussing characters, plot twist, and even the themes that resonate with us. Sometimes we laugh about the ridiculous scenarios that some authors create, and other times we delve into deeper discussions about life and relationships as portrayed in the stories we read. There's something special about this newfound friendship. It feels like we are finally understanding each other as individuals, rather than as just family members bound by obligation. We share a lot of laughs, and it's refreshing to know that we can lean on each other for support and companionship without the pressures that came with our previous roles. Recently, we even made plans to visit a local bookstore together. We talked about how fun it would be to browse the shelves, discovering new titles, and perhaps even getting lost in the pages of a good book over coffee. I'm excited about this change. It feels liberating to create new memories without the weight of past conflicts hanging over us. I find myself thinking about the future more often now. The way things have turned out, despite the chaos and pain caused by Chris, has opened new doors for me. I've realized that I'm stronger than I thought, and that there's a world of possibilities ahead. With my mother-in-law by my side, I feel more optimistic. She shared stories of her own experiences, and it's been comforting to hear how she navigated through difficult times in her life. We've laughed and cried together as we've reflected on the challenges we faced, and it's been empowering to see how we've both emerged on the other side. I'm learning to appreciate the small moments, the laughter shared over silly anecdotes, and the joy of discovering a new book that captivates us. It's fascinating to see how literature can bridge gaps between generations, sparking conversations that flow effortlessly. I never imagined that I could form such a connection with my mother-in-law, but here we are, finding common ground in our love for stories. I've come to understand that she's not just a figure in my past. She's a person with her own dreams and disappointments. As we continue to share our thoughts on various books, I can see a new bond forming, one that is built on mutual respect and understanding. I hope that this friendship can grow and evolve into something even more meaningful over time. In a way, I'm grateful for the circumstances that led us here, even if they were painful. The experience has shown me the importance of having supportive relationships, and I'm glad to have this opportunity to strengthen my connection with my mother-in-law. Going forward, I want to embrace this new chapter in my life. The past may have been tumultuous, but it has also taught me valuable lessons about resilience, friendship, and the power of forgiveness. I know that life is unpredictable, but with each day, I feel more confident in my ability to face whatever comes my way. And as I embark on this journey, I'm excited about the possibility of building new memories with my mother-in-law. We'll continue to share our thoughts on literature, explore new stories together, and support each other in our respective journeys. I truly believe that this friendship will enrich my life in ways I never expected. Here's to new beginnings, deeper connections, and the beauty of storytelling. As we dive into discussions about our favorite authors and genres, I find that we have so much in common. We both enjoy mystery novels, and there's something thrilling about trying to guess the endings. I love hearing her perspectives on various plot developments. Her insights are sharp and insightful, often leaving me pondering long after our conversations end. Sometimes, we even challenge each other to read books outside our usual genres. For instance, she recommended a historical fiction novel that I would have never picked up on my own. To my surprise, I found myself completely engrossed in the story, and it sparked a whole new appreciation for that genre. I think it's wonderful how our friendship is encouraging us to step outside our comfort zones. We're not just exchanging thoughts about books, we're also sharing personal stories and experiences that have shaped us into who we are today. I never anticipated that I would find such a deep connection with my mother-in-law, but I'm grateful for the growth we're experiencing together. It's refreshing to have someone in my life who understands the complexities of family dynamics, especially after the chaos that Chris brought into our lives. She has shared her struggles as a young mother and the challenges she faced, which has helped me see her in a new light. Understanding her background has given me a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices she made for her family. In a way, I feel like we're healing together. Talking about our past experiences, both the good and the bad, allows us to support each other emotionally. It's comforting to know that we're not alone in our struggles and that a connection is incredibly valuable. As our bond continues to grow, I find myself reflecting on the lessons learned from my marriage to Chris. I've come to realize that I deserve to be treated with respect and love, and I will never settle for anything less again. My mother-in-law has been a great reminder of the importance of healthy relationships. She embodies kindness and understanding, and I aspire to bring those qualities into my own life. As we embrace this new friendship, I also look forward to what the future holds. The prospect of sharing life experiences, laughter, and perhaps even a few tears makes me excited for what lies ahead. No matter what challenges may come, I know I have someone to lean on, and that support means the world to me. And so here's to new beginnings, laughter-filled discussions over coffee, and the adventures of friendship. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us next.
Hi, Delilah. I heard you bought a house. Oh, hi, Shannon. Yes, I did. Since I had money, I thought, why not live in a luxury house? It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It sure is. I heard it's huge and it just got built. Yes, last week. OMG, I'm so excited. I always wanted to live in this kind of house since I was little. That's great. You were able to make your dream come true. It's a nice house. What? You saw the house already? No, Josh sent me a picture. What did you do first? I see. I checked every single room and sang a melody of my favorite songs and crashed on my bed. Sounds like fun. Yeah, only the first day though. I really need to finish unpacking. Do you want me to help you with that? No, thank you, but I appreciate the offer. Just a question. Did something happen to you? You're not the Shannon I know. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm excited to live with you guys. The entrance is spacious, so Josh and I are planning to play volleyball. Wait, what? You're planning to live here also? Of course, you should have a few rooms open for me, right? Speaking of rooms, we talked about making one room filled with pets because we love them. We have a dog already. Seriously, wait! Before I continue with the conversation, let me collect my thoughts. So you found out from Josh that I bought a house and Josh invited you to live with us? Yes, is it something confusing? When was this decided? About 7-8 months ago. Josh never told me about this. Maybe you weren't listening to him. Well, now you know. This is too sudden. So I guess I can't live with you guys then? I didn't say you can't. It's more like, please let me know earlier. You didn't even bother to ask in the first place. I just lost my husband. Don't you feel bad for me? I didn't ask because I thought you hated me. What? Why would you say that? Let me see. You throw bones at me after you eat drumsticks, fry my lipstick when you make mozzarella sticks, break my perfume bottles on purpose. You even call me stupid and an idiot. That's my way of showing love to you. I'm not doing this because I don't like you, okay?
Oh, so you're saying that targeting me and ruining my stuff is your way of showing love? Are you serious? Well, sorry, but that's me. You can ask Josh if you want. No thanks. Anyways, it's already decided if you want to live with us, that's fine. Don't you mean, can we live with you? What do you mean, it's my house? Excuse me, the man of the house is the boss and the power of the house. So that means that it's also my house because I gave birth to him. Damn, so you are sexist and rude. What year are you in right now? Who the hell cares? You're a useless wife who can't do any household chores. You have to live with me and learn things because that's your job. You should be thankful for that. It's scary how you change personalities that quickly. Yeah, and? What's your fault that you can't do anything because you grew up spoiled? I feel so bad for Josh. I can do things, you know. You just don't know that. Yeah, people that can't do things usually say that. Look, you have a problem with me, right? Also, I have a feeling that you're planning to do something. Do you have proof? No, but I just know. I have a sixth sense. Do we really need to argue about this now? You brought this up, so, you know. Do you want me to tell Josh to break up with you? Wow, a picture-perfect evil mother-in-law. I don't think he'll break up with me even if you tell him to. Yeah, talk shit about me as much as you want. But just let you know, he loves me more than you, so he'll definitely listen to me. Isn't that the kind of thing a mistress would say? Sorry to say this, but it's lame to compete with your son's wife like that. Bitch! I'll never forgive you! I'm going to tell Josh! Go ahead, I bet you're going to talk to him as if you're the victim, so I'll talk to him right now. Hey Josh, do you have time now?
Yeah, I do. But is texting okay?
Sure.
Thanks. What's up?
I just had an argument with your mom.
About what?
Actually, before I talk about that, why didn't you tell me that your mom is going to live with us? This is my house.
Sorry, I thought you knew and agreed to this.
No! I have a good memory and I swear to God I didn't say yes.
I'm so sorry about that. Should I say no to her?
No, she can live with us because it was already planned from a while ago, but she's only allowed if she's respectful to me.
Respectful? Oh, can you tell me what happened, by the way?
She was so nice to me in the beginning, but began to talk about me not being able to do household chores and ended up saying she'll make you break up with me.
What? Are you serious? You do household chores just fine. Also, I will never break up with you even if she tells me to.
Yeah, that's what I told her, but she said that people who'd say that can't do anything. Thanks.
Wow, that is disrespectful.
Also, do you remember what she did to me before?
I remember you telling me that she ruined your stuff by frying it and breaking it, right?
Yeah. I know that she's gonna ruin my stuff again, so can you keep an eye on her?
Sure, I'll make sure it doesn't happen.
Please, living with her is going to probably be stressful, so if she ruins my stuff, I'm scared that I might do something because some of my stuff is expensive.
I'm so sorry about this, Delilah.
It's good. Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you send her pictures of the house?
No, I didn't.
What? She said that you sent her pictures.
I don't even have one picture of this house yet because I've been too busy with work. Did you upload it on social media?
Not yet.
She probably came here and took pictures then.
Wow, she doesn't respect privacy and our feelings.
Yeah, it's not even her house.
OMG. Guess what she said? She said that since you're the man of the house, you're the boss and the owner of the house, so it belongs to her too.
What? What kind of bullshit statement is that? That's ridiculous. I will go talk to her later, okay?
She's actually going to call you in a little bit, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes, I bet she's going to act like the victim, though.
She's probably mentally unstable because she just lost her husband.
I know that it's something painful, but that doesn't mean she can attack me.
I will talk to her about this also. Sorry I haven't been home for a while. It would be a lot quicker if we talked face to face.
True. But you don't need to apologize. It's a multi-billion-dollar project that you worked hard to get all these years. Good luck with it, and don't let the pressure get to you, okay?
Thank you, Delilah. Oh, incoming call from my mom. Hey, Delilah. I just talked to my mom and she apologized about attacking you.
Thank you for talking to her. That's great. But isn't she apologizing to me directly?
She said that she needs some time to think about what to say.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
She promised me not to touch your stuff and not complain about the household chores.
Is she serious about this, or is she just saying this because you said it?
I think she's serious. I did tell her that if I find her touching your stuff, I'll kick her out.
Okay then. So when is she coming here?
I think in about a week or so.
I hope we can get along. That way it can be less stressful.
This might be a perfect opportunity to understand each other and get along.
Yeah, if she listens to me though.
She probably will, because she told me that she wants to know more about you.
I doubt that. I bet that she wants to find my weaknesses and use them against me.
Maybe not. Why don't you give her one chance? And if she does ask you questions like that, I will think about her living with us.
Perfect. Thanks, Josh.
No problem. Anyways, I need to go back to work now.
Shannon, what is that fountain? And what are you doing on the porch? Oh, you're home. I didn't see you. Is there something wrong? No, I saw you from my car and didn't want to do anything with you, so I came to the library. I saw you sitting on the porch wearing sunglasses and smoking a cigar. Cigar smoke can leave stains and odor, you know. Also, you never told me about putting the fountain in the garden. So, this is my house now, so I can do whatever I want. Don't you love the design of it? It literally looks like a giant toilet bowl. Didn't you have other options? Hey, this was pretty expensive. I can make something better with my eyes closed. Listen, if you have a problem, why don't you leave and go live somewhere else? You're not allowed to come here anymore. What? Did I say something confusing? No, but this is Josh and my house. I'm not going anywhere. Well, you should give up because you and Josh are no longer married. What? I hired a lawyer to file the divorce papers for you and Josh at the clerk's office today, so you guys are no longer husband and wife. This house belongs to me. Why would the house be yours if we were to get divorced? I don't need to explain anything. It just will be, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to pay the mortgage. Oh, really? Thank you. That'll be very helpful. You can have the house then. Can you fill out and sign the property transfer agreement? I'll send it to you later on. Sure, thank you for understanding me. Pack your stuff up and get out, okay? Sure, give me like 2 days. Of course. I'm so lucky to have your house with a mortgage of $300 per month. 300. It's actually 30 grand per month. What? You're lying. How can I be lying? Look at the house. People believe if I told them the celebrity lives there. It shouldn't cost that much because it's in a rural area and the land is inexpensive. I know that. You really don't know anything, do you? Anyways, the mortgage is 30 grand per month, okay? I'm 100% sure that the mortgage is 300. Are you sure that I can be the owner of the house? I'm just making sure so that you won't decide to sue me or something. I don't have a problem with that, but if something happens, I'm not going to help you, okay? Nothing is going to happen, so I don't need your help. Okay. Anyways, I'll go home now and start packing, I guess. I'll call Josh to talk about this. Yes, it's official. The house is mine now. That's great. Congrats. Josh is still pissed at you, though. Yeah, and it doesn't matter to me anymore. Actually, I really didn't care about him to begin with. What? I thought you loved him. Josh still loves you and cares about you. He's your son. So I was just lying to get his house. Seriously, don't you feel ashamed to do something like this? Not really. I got perfect revenge. I didn't like both of you, so I divorced you both and kicked you out of the house. I'm actually thinking this is a brilliant plan of destroying the project he's working on right now so he can fall rock bottom just like you. How about spreading rumors? You're such a disgusting person. I never met someone like you in my life. Yeah, whatever. Hey, guess what? I have a new boyfriend and he's going to be living with me soon. My life has been better, unlike the two of you. It's the best feeling. How long have you been dating him? Why would I tell you? I just wanted to know. Calm down. Well, it's none of your business because I don't need to tell a stranger about it. Excuse me? Stranger? You guys are not part of my family anymore. If you have a problem, do something. I won't do anything because I know that you'll face consequences later on. Will not. We'll see about that. Hey, how come the mortgage is 30 grand every month? I think the invoice is wrong. I told you it's going to be 30 grand per month. Good luck. House is worth it, though. Josh told me it was 300. Did he really say that? I asked him and he has no idea what you're talking about. What? He said 300 the last time I called him. I think he was talking about the motorcycle he bought because he paid by a loan. You thought it was about the house? What? Motorcycle? Yes. It's okay, everyone makes mistakes. Tell me the mortgage really is 30 grand per month? Yes, you're the owner of the house, so it's your responsibility to pay for this month. Wait, there's no way I can pay that much. Can you two come back? I'll let you guys live here. Absolutely not. You said that we're strangers now, so I have an idea. Why don't you ask your boyfriend if he can pay for it? It's 30 grand. Yeah, and if he lives with you, I'm pretty sure he'll help you out. Oh, I haven't heard anything about your boyfriend. What kind of person is he? What's his job? I want to know because I'm surprised that someone would love a disgusting person like you. Excuse me, I'm not disgusting. I'm a respectable person. And so is he, especially him because he did a lot of things for me to get this house. What things? You're scaring me. That doesn't matter. Hey, do you want to know what he looks like? We can take a selfie together now and send it to you if you want. We love each other more than you guys love each other. Ew, I don't want to see a selfie of a middle-aged couple. I know you want to see it. Stop lying. Wait, he's gone. What? He's not here. His stuff is gone too. He was there before? Yes, we looked at the invoice together. Then he shouldn't have had time to pack his stuff. He only had like 5-10 minutes. Maybe he's in the bathroom or in the closet. He only has one pair of clothes and one bag. Didn't you think that was suspicious from the beginning? Who moves in with one pair of clothes and a bag? I thought he would just buy stuff later on. I bet he approached you for the house and ran away after he saw the invoice. His mission was probably to take over the house. How do you know this? I'm pretty sure anyone would know. Can you please help me? I didn't expect this to happen. Isn't this what you wanted? You got the house. Yeah, but I misunderstood something. There's no way I can pay this much. So I might get kicked out. Plus, I need to pay for the fountain in the garden. Wow, you're an idiot. Why didn't you think before you put it there? I thought I was able to pay for it. Well, I told you I won't help you, so good luck with that. Can I talk to Josh then? He hasn't been picking up his phone. Looks like he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. He was done with you since you said that he's nothing to you and you're threatening to destroy his project. Where are you guys now? Can you please help me? I apologize and I'll do whatever you want me to do. Why would we help you? Grow up and take some responsibility for your actions. We'll cut ties with you, so good luck with everything. We're strangers now, so don't think about reaching out for help. I told you that you'll face consequences later on. Are you going to leave me? That's so mean. That's my way of showing love to you. I'm not doing this because I really don't like you, okay? She got kicked out of the house because she couldn't pay the mortgage. She had to go into debt to survive, but it kept growing because she had to pay for the fountain. She looked for her boyfriend, who ran away from her. And as expected, he was a swindler and in jail right now for a few charges. With no home and no money, she kept on running away from the debt collectors, but was caught while trying to escape at night. And I don't know where she is right now. I think she's forced to work underground somewhere, but she deserves this. Josh and I started living in that house again, and we're living a happy life together every day.